This is Brian from Savage Board Gaming. Heat game review number 5, Dancing with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight. This is Brian from the Savage Board Gaming channel. Just doing another Heat review. So let's get going here. We're going to use the advanced replay features here, so if we can get through this pretty fast. We also have a new screen setup where the screen on the right over here will be showing my cards in my hand as much as possible, so I don't have to keep scrolling up and down. We'll increase the size of the track here also. So before we start the draft, we have 3 heat shuffled into our draw deck, and we have a bonus cooldown in this section between the 5 corner and 4 corner. We also have a +1 to the speed limit here on the 6 corner. We have a free boost along this long section here. We have overheat condition on these 2 turns here, so you'll have to pay an extra heat if you go too fast. So it's a Great Britain track. We should know this by now. You want slipstreams, you want wings, you want anything that increases the value of corners. So, you know, we have tires here, we have wings, suspension, RPM. Those are all really good cards in this first draft. This 4-wheel drive is really good on all tracks. It's like playing 2 cards at once. And this gas pedal. So there's a lot of good cards out here. I'll be choosing 4th and 5th, and then the second round I'll choose 1st and 8th. So let's go ahead and go to the first move. I'm racing against Moonlight Aborigine, who is an elite league player. At least he's elite ranked in Arena. And I think at the time of this race he was ranked like in the 50s or 40s at that time. So let's go ahead and go to the first turn here. Oops, wrong thing here. Go to next player's turn is what we're going to do here. Okay. So Moonlight chose he chose the 4-wheel drive, so the 4+. Okay, Bag Plus chooses the wings. Luca chooses a cooling system 6. Okay, so here's what I have. So I think I take the suspension here and the tires. So oops, did not mean to do that. Oh, I took the gas pedal. I forgot about that. So yeah, I took a gas pedal, which are very good cards because you get to play them after you play your other cards. And then I choose, what else did I choose here? So I chose the tires, so gas pedal and tires, so I chose. Okay. So Luca chose the tires -1. Oh, sorry. It's showing me all the moves. It's weird. So yeah, he chose sorry, let me go over here. He chose suspension is what he chose. Then Bag Plus chooses the body card. Okay. Then Moonlight chooses the RPM. which is really good. RPM, pay 1 heat, get 3 slipstream. Okay, second draft here. So, this was a very interesting round of drafting. I'm going first. We have 2 of the wings and 2 of these 4-wheel drives. I know I take a wing. I mean, that's a given. Okay. Luca takes the tires, which is a -1. With a track like this, I probably would never take this card personally, just because there's already some turns that eat up extra heat, and now you're lowering those turns. I know you get the cooldown, but I would have took the wings instead. Obviously. Okay. Bagpuss takes RPM 2. Solid choice. Lets him slipstream 2 spaces. Right here. Moonlight takes the other wing card, and he takes the RPM 3. So I have no more slipstream opportunities here to take. Okay. So I'm praying that one of these 4-wheel drives stick around. And one is taken immediately. So it left me 1 here. Definitely got to take that. Such a good card for the straightaways. Okay. Okay, so we have our cards down here. It's going to show you my turn right away without letting me explain it. But I went 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. I went 7. I think I boosted also, that's why. So. Sorry about this. I need to see what I did. Yeah, I went 6 spaces. Oh, never mind. I played a 3, a 4, and a boost. Sorry, it threw me off here. And then when I flipped over, I got a 1. So I moved 8 spaces total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Didn't do anything after that. Didn't boost because we only have the 3 heat in our engine right now. I wanted to be a little bit more conservative. I'm well within range of the turn here. So it's the 10. So I just went ahead and decided not to push it there. Of course, Luca gets around me and then boosts. Now, maybe I should have just did the 2 big cards, but I don't think I would have been in any different situation there. So. Okay, Bagpuss moves 9. Right next to me. He'll boost. Gets a 3. That's where then he uses his 4-wheel drive. So legend card just zips past me. Okay, Moonlight. Just gets in front of me, uses adrenaline, and does not boost. So he's saving his heat also, like I am. Okay. So Bagpuss moves. Goes 7. Then boost is up to 11. So cost him a heat. Luca goes 9. Flips over, gets a 1, so that's a perfect 10 through there. So Moonlight goes 11. Okay. Then I get to move. I go exactly 10. Okay, so this turn I'm going to go as fast as I can. So I'm playing the 4, 3, and 2. So that's 9 spaces for where I'm at. So I'll be at the 3 spot here. Decides to boost through the turn. I probably wouldn't do that unless I know what my count is. It's very dangerous. Moonlight slips on through here. Everybody is boosting through the turn, but see that we got 1 heat in Bagpuss's engine, 2 in Luca's, 3 in Moonlight's, 3 in mine. So I move my 9. No need to panic here because I know I can get through this turn real easy. So and I get to cool down another heat. So okay, so this is, since I have my 2 big cards, I have my tires, which adds a speed to the turns, lets me slipstream 1 extra and lets me cool down. And I have wings. I'm going to play both of these cards because that'll increase this to a 10 on this turn and a 9 on this turn. I think, let's see here, 2, 3, oh sorry, let me recalculate this. So this is an actual 8. So 7 plus 3 is 10. 5 plus 3 is 8. So I'm not too concerned about going fast here. Okay, barely gets through the turn. Gives a good opportunity for everybody else to slipstream him. Red Legend card decides to just stay there right around the turn. Moonlight will definitely slipstream through here. For some reason, Bagpuss goes pretty fast that turn. Doesn't cost him all that much though in the end. I'm moving 8 here. I'm going to use my adrenaline to go 9. So it cost me a heat for the RPM, the wing, and a heat to get through this corner, but now I'm caught up with everybody. Now, the good thing is that Bagpuss, who's in front of us, he only has 1 heat, so he's very predictable, you know? I know he might just be going like 4, right? But he actually pulls one on me here, so it actually helps me out in the end. So let's see what he does here. Okay. He goes 2 instead of 4. So I'm going 5, so I actually am right next to him and I get to slipstream him. It's the best result I could hope for. And now I'm in striking distance of this turn. So here's something scary. Moonlight just played his RPM and his wings on the same turn. So this is a 6 turn, this is a 5 turn. He's moving 5. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because Bagpuss came here, Moonlight's going to be able to slipstream off of him, right? So he's going to go here. 1, 2 is his normal slipstream. Then the bonus, 3, 4, 5. So he'll get through both these turns without paying any heat other than for these 2 cards. So this is what we always try to do on this track, right? If you can go through 2 turns, because I did it here, Moonlight did it over here. Now, because I was behind, I did it over here, but it is always much better to try to do it over here because it's such a short section. And it's not like these numbers are terribly low, so if you have a wing, you can increase them. So, yeah, this is probably the best place to do it. Luca uses adrenaline to get through the turn. Okay. Moonlight zips ahead. Gets the perfect boost of 4. I just moved 3. I mean, I'm not going to gain anything by going any faster than that. Sure, they can slipstream me here. It's not the end of the world. So let's look at my hand. We're on the straightaway, we're really far behind. This is the power of this four-wheel drive card. It's going to help me catch up quite a bit here. So I'm going to play the 2 boost, the 4, and the four-wheel drive. I mean, it's the most obvious play to make here. Oops. Okay. Moonlight goes right into the turn. This turn is nicely placed that it tends to slow people down because you've spent a whole bunch of big cards on this straightaway area, right? Or on this long section of track, I should say. Another perfect boost. So I boosted. Then I used my four-wheel drive. Now I'm not too far behind. And then bag plus will go 12 spaces. He did not get a good boost. Okay. So I choose to use a stress in my 2 3s here. Moonlight just zips ahead, gets another perfect boost. So I can only move 8, right? But it gets me through the turn. Being patient here. I know if I'm behind, I can make up time through these turns. The only thing that worries me is that Moonlight also has a wing card. But basically, because he's so far in front, his RPM card is not as effective, right? You need somebody in front of you to slipstream from. So. Okay, 207 is the move number here. So looking at my hand, I don't have much great. So I just play my 3 2 1, and the plan is to boost for free. So Moonlight gets around the corner. Looks pretty grisly here, right? Looks like we're too far behind. Boost, I get a 4. Okay, I'm within range of this turn, this corner here. So. So, first time through here, I had used both my wings and my tires, right? But I didn't feel like that was the proper play for this one. I felt like I needed to split those up to gain extra movement around a couple different turns. So, I used my tires here. Makes this turn an 8, makes this a 6. And I play a 4 in the tire, so I'm going to get a random number here along with my 4. Of course, Moonlight gets through the turn. That's expected. Luca only goes 4. And then he boosts, or I think he boosts, right? Yep. Okay, I move 5. I'm well below the speed limit, so I just boost. I get 4. I didn't slipstream through there because I didn't have the heat to pay for it. Because I'm at 0 heat now. Okay, so this turn, I could just play 5, right? I don't have the heat. I need to get heat back into my engine. So I'm just going to move 5 here. No sense being fancy. I'm only 1 turn behind right now. Moonlight gets through the turn. We expected that. I'm going to move my 5. Cool down 1. Luca only goes 4. Legend car is just trailing behind. Won't let anybody slip into 4th place so they can cool down heat. Which is sometimes a tactic. Bagpuss uses adrenaline to get across the line. He's down to 2 heat though, so he spent a lot of heat to do that. Okay. I believe this is the ultimate, penultimate turn, as it's called, right? Okay, so Moonlight's through this turn, right? He's definitely going to try to get through here. I mean, he has enough heat to do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Costs him 2 heat. Plays 2 cards. He can then put a heat back into his engine if he has it in his hand. So he's definitely going to be here. Or at worst, the worst thing you could do for us is be here. But he goes here, right? So Let's get him there, right? He stops there right past the line. So, if you can see over here, I went 6. Using my wings, I have the 1 heat in my engine. But the good thing is that I stopped before this line. So the order of operations means I'm going to get to use that bonus heat reduction, cooldown, before boosting around him, or slipstreaming around him, I should say, right? So I actually get to put these 2 heat back into my engine. And this is a 6, this is a 5. I'll spend 1 of those to get through here, right? So I'll have 1 heat here at the end. Right? Cool down 2 heat. Pay for the heat. Scrap 2 cards. Pass. Move the 2 cells. Pay the extra heat. There we are. I'm actually out of heat. So I miscalculated that somewhere. Let me just pull this up here. Look at my hand. So I got rid of the 2 heat out of my hand. Went 6, right? With the wings. So 6 through here. This would be a 6. This should be a 5. Oh, because of the extra heat, that's where it took the other one. But I'm here at the end. It's not the most ideal position, but I'm here at the end. Let's go a few more turns here, get everybody through here. Do not want to do that. I want to do... Okay. Okay. So here's the situation we are at. Okay, let me get to the current turn here. So I played my tires, my 4-wheel drive, a 4, because I can only go into that gear, right? I can only go into 3rd gear because I don't have the extra heat. So I was in 2nd, went up to 3rd. Okay. I can cool down so I can get rid of 1 of the heat. I boost. Use my 4-wheel drive. That's as far as I can get. So Moonlight has a pretty good hand here. He's going 13. So he'll be at 16. So he'll be right here. So unless he has something in his hand, he can't pass me. So, because even if he boosted 4, he would have been right here. Bagpuss gets through the turn. Luca comes up behind him and slipstreams through. Actually, Luca went way further than I thought he would. He spun out. He must have had to take a chance with the stress. I mean, that happens. He decides just to give up. I don't like to do that ever. Simply because maybe Bagpuss doesn't have enough cards to make this finish line, right? So you come around, right? You know, with your 3 or whatever you're going to be able to play. Then again, I don't see Luca's hand. So, but if he stalls out like here, right? you could easily pass them if you have the right cards at the end. So, but yeah, I don't like giving up. I'd rather just play out my turns. Lets me work through situations still. Like, should I go through this turn at this speed? What should I do? You know, even though there's no stakes involved anymore. There we have it. Another win on the Great Britain track. Now, to say this is my favorite track would be an understatement. It is designed basically to, you know, go through 2 turns at once. You know, I mean, unless these conditions are terrible, I mean, that should always be your plan on this track. I will be showing you some of the other wins I've had on different tracks. So don't think that I can only win on this track. There are other tracks I can win on. I've even won on my most dreaded track of France, which is my least favorite of all the tracks. So, but thanks for watching my video. If you like this content, please like, share, subscribe, leave comments. If you leave comments, I will respond to them. And if you see any strategies I'm missing or anything that you noticed or have any game suggestions you want to see, please let me know.